Let's see if we can get up. We're up. Okay. Good morning, everyone. Today is Tuesday, October 14th, 2025. It's now 10 a.m. We're here for the regular session of the Hunt County Commissioners Court. This time I'll call the meeting to order and ask Commissioner Monroe to lead us in prayer, followed by the Pledge of Allegiance. Please stand.
Heavenly Father, we thank you today for your goodness and your mercy to us, Lord. Thank you that we're living in the greatest nation of this world. And Lord, I ask you to be with our first responders today. And Lord, just ask that you give us wisdom today as we conduct this meeting and help us to be Christ-like in our decisions. It's in your name we pray. Amen.
Amen. I pledge allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state, under God, one and indivisible. Thank you, everyone. We have Commissioner Hutchins, Monroe, Smith, and Harrison present. I'm Judge Stovall. I'll be presiding over the meeting today. Commissioners, you have the minutes from September 23rd, 2025 regular session. Entertain a motion for approval.
So moved.
Second.
Got a motion second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. We got the minutes from September 30th, 2025 special session. Entertain a motion for approval.
Motion. Go ahead. So moved.
Second.
Got a motion second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. At this time, we'll have public testimony. Speakers are limited to 3 minutes and should conduct themselves in a civil manner. The Commissioners' Court cannot take action on items not listed on the agenda in accordance with the Texas Open Meetings Act. Concerns will be addressed by county staff. They may be placed on a future agenda or addressed by some other course of response. We have anybody here wish to speak today? Being none, I'll close the public testimony. Under old business, we have no old business, new business, consent calendar. Commissioners, I'll entertain a motion to approve the expense calendar with a change in item 1 where it says uniform. Well, I marked it out so good I can't even read what it said. It turn from allowance to expense. And then on number number 6, the line item should be 10-631, not 636. So with those two changes, I'd entertain a motion to approve.
So moved. Second.
Got a motion second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. Under action items B, approval of accounts payable.
Motion to approve payables.
Second.
Got a motion second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. Approval of line item transfers.
Make a motion to approve line item transfers.
Second.
Got a motion second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. Approval of budget amendments.
Make a motion to approve budget amendments.
Second.
Got a motion second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. Approval of payroll and personnel. I've got some questions on personnel. Mark, Commissioner Hutchins, you put 3 people in for raises on the first meeting of a new budget year when we did not allow any raises to any of our employees. And I think that sets a terrible position for this court to take, and for a department head, especially a commissioner that is a voting member of this board that voted not to have any raises, and you come in here and giving raises. I don't understand it. The last one I kind of understand. If you told the gentleman that in 6 months he'd get a raise, that one doesn't give me as much heartburns, but the other, first of all, they're pretty small, so maybe it shouldn't be that big a deal, but it is a big deal conceptually. That's what our employees, we told them we couldn't give raises. And then you're giving raises. I don't understand that.
Yes, sir, Judge. Those raises were requested to be included in my budget and were not included. That wasn't caught before the budget was adopted. I have that in an email if you'd like to see that.
Like I say, it should have been pointed out during the budget hearing. You didn't put it, it wasn't in the budget. Because you had to take it out of a vacant positions line item to give these raises. Is that correct?
That is correct.
Yeah. So how are you gonna hire the person that's vacant when you've cut the starting pay down to our minimum?
Oh, we won't be able to do it right away.
Commissioners, anybody else got a comment?
I have an email to your office, Judge, requesting those increases.
I didn't approve them, did I?
I guess not.
No.
With those, excuse me, guys, I'm hoarse this morning. So the request was that after in lieu of the budget, I mean, because we did vote that we weren't doing raises, so I'm trying to figure out.
They were requested as part of my requested budget for this fiscal year.
And so did a lot of other departments do that, and they didn't get raises.
So just kind of a point of process for me. My impression is that salaries, because we, even during the budget, we kind of treated those as independent from the rest of the budget. They're added to the budget after the fact with the
Right.
fringe and all that goes on them. So we can take money from like materials or fuel or whatever and move over to cover raises. That's allowable.
He moved it. Generally, we don't do that. I don't remember us ever doing that. I don't know if we have a policy against it. But in this case, he took it out of a vacant position,
Yeah.
and that's budgeted position, and he took money out of that budgeted position to give these raises, which lowered that position's salary if he gets somebody to come to work for him.
Commissioner Smith,
At that amount.
because the commissioners' budgets are separate from the general fund, we have the ability to control whether we want to put more money into, say, the materials line items, or if we want to budget it to at a different line item for some raises or something. These were small adjustments, and I requested them to be included. In the new budget, they could have been, the funds could have been transferred from other line items at the time. It wasn't caught. I believe they were included. I'd had an email and a conversation, but evidently they were not. And so I don't think it's right to the guys that they don't get that raise.
But you think it's all right that the rest of them that requested raises that didn't get them, that they should change their budget and give raises? Is that what we're gonna set as a standard for this court?
Do we have a policy saying that commissioners do not have control of their budget in that
Well,
regard?
you're like every other elected official, even though you are on the court, you still have to run everything. That's why we're talking about it today, because you have to run it through the court for approval. You don't have total control of your budget.
Understood.
You have some control over it, but you don't have total control because this court has to approve your budget. This court approves line item issues and budget amendments on every department in the county, including the commissioners. I just think it's a bad look. The other part of it, the other items on the other personnel are resigning, retiring, termination, and a new hire. There's no other request for raises. I'll make a motion that we approve the payroll of the ones that are retiring and the new hires, and not give the merit raises on any of the employees in precinct 1.
Judge, can back up and ask a couple more questions?
Sure.
On the way? So for me, as a court and somewhat as leadership, because we said a lot of things when we said we're not going to give people raises this last year, or going into this next year, that was a hard decision because times are not that easy. It seems like it have to be an example. What I'm trying to understand is the timing and why it would be unique in your scenario versus anybody else. That's the part that I'm struggling with, because I do think, here first month of the new year, it's a hard thing to set and then be able to tell somebody later in the year when Ms. Turner comes up and wants to do something. It's going to be real difficult to tell her no. If she says, well, look, I had somebody leave, I've got excess money now, I can do that. When at the same time, we're asking everybody to take a 5% look at this next year's budget to try and cut out 5%, so that when we enter into next year, we have a shot at getting to a balanced budget. Creating cost today in the salary, because I'm not opposed to your guys, please don't take it that way.
I'm not either. I'm just, it's a formality.
I think we're also adding recurring cost, which is increasing future budget deficit because it's recurring, it's fixed. So that's why, Mark, I'm trying to understand. The only thing that I would have a question mark is there timing to why you think that you should have gotten that or whatever? Because otherwise, I think we all probably were on the same page. I'm just trying to understand the timing.
Well, in one case, it's just that one of the gentlemen operates a piece of equipment that generally leads to a higher salary, and this was to bump him up to be more in line with the other equivalent equipment operators in that case. And then the other one was a very small adjustment, but for the same thing. So just trying to keep the pay scales fair to the amount of time these guys have at the precinct and the particular job they fill. And then the last one was a gentleman who's been with us 6 months, and so it is not uncommon, I believe, when you have had someone for 6 months and they've kind of got past informal kind of probationary period, to increase their salary.
Was that a commitment the county made to the individual in 6 months? Judge, would you be willing to amend the motion to include the individual if the county made a commitment?
Yeah, I didn't have a lot of heartburn with that
But
one.
Gary, you understand that we control our own budgets, and I would have gladly reduced line items elsewhere to meet our objectives in the overall budget to accomplish this. These were requested properly, and it didn't happen. That's the timing. The timing concern is that one.
Don't you think that makes a bad look for us if anybody else in any department comes in and wants to give raises and we have to tell them no, but we tell you yes? That's not a good look for this court.
Did they request these as part of the normal budget process?
Yes, I mean, we had several departments that requested raises.
And did they have money in their budget for those raises? I understand, Judge, but
I don't remember. They don't have an independent revenue source like you do and all the commissioners have. They have their own budget items. And this year, in previous years, this court, before I was here, this court they wiped out all money in all the departments that was excess money. They took it all to zero, so there was no raises to be given because there was no money available to give them. When I got here, we were so far behind on salaries and all, the court changed that, and we started giving raises during the year, and we started letting money stay over. And we've had this discussion during budget time. It's jumped up and bit us a few times because everybody started abusing it. Or not everybody, but some of the department heads and elected officials started abusing that. So this year, because of what was going on with the court during the budget, I had all that taken down to zero so that we didn't have this problem with people coming in for raises. And we wouldn't have to make hard decisions that we had to make in last year's budget. And now we're starting off a new year, and one of our leaders on the court and leaders of our whole county is coming in and trying to change things that we told the rest of the departments they couldn't get raises. We didn't give cost of living raises to anybody. We didn't, we may have given a few raises in the sheriff's office, I don't remember. But overall, I don't remember any departments that got approved any raises during the budget. And to your question, Commissioner Smith, I'll be happy to amend my motion to just the two that are getting raises and not the new hire, Tony Holly, I guess it is. Allow that if we committed to it.
My thoughts on this is, I agree, we have the money in our budget. Just like right now, I've got a guy that's gonna retire in January. If I don't fill his spot, I can take his money, disperse that amongst all of my guys to give them, to bump all their raise up. That's one thing that a commissioner can do. The one problem I do have on this right now is just the timing of it, is because I don't think it's right. We told every department, you don't get a raise this year. And then we're coming in and we got a handful that we're giving a raise. I think that's a bad look on the court. I'm not against, I'm more against the timing of right now of why it's happening. Because we're 2 weeks into the new budget and we just said that we can't do raises. And so I know as far as my guys, they're gonna be very, very upset when they find out other operators doing the same job they're doing is getting $2,000 a year raise and they didn't get nothing. That's gonna be a problem. And I bet you it's gonna be a problem throughout the court or through all the departments in the county because nobody got raises this year. It's a bad look, I think.
Well, like Gary said, the one, if we obligated that after 6 months, this one individual will get a raise, I think we're kind of obligated to fulfill that one. My biggest deal is that we said as a court that we weren't going to come in this year and allow raises throughout the year just because they had the money in the account. And I thought that's what we all agreed upon during budget time. And like David said, I think it's the timing of it. 2 weeks into the brand new budget, and we're already getting these applicant statements in for raises.
All right. Am I getting a second on my motion, or we need to kill that one and go to another motion?
What's your motion again?
My motion is to approve personnel except for the two merit raises in precinct 1 and the one new hire that's been here 6 months to retain. The county's obligated to that. We will grant that increase. So all of them but those two is my motion.
I'll second.
All right, we got a motion and a second. All in favor say aye. Aye. All opposed?
No.
All right. Motion passes. Action item number 1, a quarterly report from Northeast Texas Children's Museum. Hi, Charlene.
Good morning. So we had an exciting summer at the Children's Museum. In the months of June, July, and August, we had attendance of 11,075 people. And of course, this is not our usual field trips. These are the parents and grandparents bringing their children. Our summer shows were Dinorama, Professor Pop, Reptile, and Spa Day. And in July, the Children's Museum donated the children's admission for one day to the Kerrville Chamber of Commerce. And a few other donations came in that day, but we sent $1,300 to the Kerrville Chamber of Commerce. And looking back at the impact of our field trips, I looked back to last year and determined that in the months that we offer field trips, the fact that we're closed on Mondays, we have 4 days a week. In several months that we have a lot of field trips. But I didn't realize until I put these together that in 128 days during that time, we had 124 field trips.
Wow.
Now, some of those days, we have more than one school, but we stay very busy. Our fall field trips have begun this month, and we have 18 school groups scheduled this fall. Our total for the year is currently at $41,000, and we still hope to do $50,000 by the end of the year. Right now, we are planning Ghosts, Goblins, and Ghouls event on October the 31st, and it's scheduled during the day, and we hope to attract some of the children from schools who are doing 4 days a week and are out on Fridays. And then we have Brunch with Santa coming up on December the 6th. I have announced my retirement from the Children's Museum effective at the end of the year.
Oh,
With six great-grandchildren, it's all I can do to get around to all the birthday parties. And so I do need more time for that. In my 16 years, I think I've appeared before you 64 times. And I want to thank you for all your smiles, handshakes, and positive comments that have been so encouraging. My replacement has not been announced, but I hope you will get to meet her in January. But thank you.
thank you. Well, you're going to be missed, I know, here and as well as at the Children's Museum. So thank you for all you've done for our kids.
You guys and your staff, Charlene, have done an outstanding job. I know you've got a great board behind you, and I know the lady that's going to come in is going to have the same support, and same support from the court as well to you guys. Great job y'all have done. We appreciate everything that you've done and your group.
Thank you. It's just been fun.
Entertain a motion for approval of the report.
So move.
Got a motion, second. All in favor say aye. Aye. All opposed? Motion carries. Action item 2, the quarterly report for the Audie Murphy Cotton Museum. Susan?
Good morning.
Good morning.
During the last 3 months, visitors to the museum came from 35 different states and Puerto Rico. Internationally, they came from England, Japan, Australia, Poland, the Philippines, and Germany. There was a total of 1,462 paid visitors to the museum, and a total of 1,701 people actually signed the guest book. Our visitors spent 38 nights in local motels, which included Comfort Suites, Express Inn, Hampton Inn, Holiday Inn, and Best Western. Our group tours came from Rockwall ISD Junior High School teachers, the Wiley Senior Center, the military NCO soldiers, and some students from East Texas A&M University. Our lunch break special speakers this quarter included July. In July, Daryl Harp spoke about perennials that would be good for a Texas summer. In August, Alice Reese gave a program on Hunt County in the movies featuring local historical figures, Audie Murphy, Monty Stratton, John Love Bowles, and Ormir Locklear. In September, Greg Sims gave a presentation on the Chronicles of Brigadier General Robert Nayland from the battlefield to the gridiron. We also had a World War II roundtable program where Margaret Mills Kincannon talked about Chenault's experiment in Chinese-American military cooperation. And we also have our next roundtable program coming up is on the 23rd of this month, and it is John Parshall, who is a co-host of the Unauthorized History of the Pacific War, and he's been talking it up on his podcast, so we've been getting a lot of calls, so if anybody's interested, I'm recommending to come early. We anticipate using our regular room and our overflow room, and so I'll have seating for 100 people, and we're anticipating more than that, so.
Oh, wow.
So we're looking forward to that. In July, the museum had its 17th annual summer camp program. Camp Liberty had an American Revolutionary War theme, and the children saw demonstrations, made arts and crafts, sang songs, and learned about Ben Franklin and George Washington. In August, Josh Wright was the entertainment at our 19th annual Heritage Dinner, and he was awesome. If you've ever heard him sing, he's amazing. He's originally from Celeste, lives in Tennessee now. In September, we held our second gun show of the year, and our motorcycle poker run took place. We had a wonderful time, and 114 bikers this year participated. So each year we've done it, it's gotten a little bit more. And next year, we're looking at getting the event sanctioned with one of the veterans groups. And so if that happens, that could really skyrocket the number we have. We also had a booth at the GISD Back to School Resource Fair. For our movie nights, we showed Hold That Line starring Leo Garci, Eldorado starring Roy Rogers, and Appointment with Murder starring John Calvert. And our new temporary exhibit is on hats. So if you like hats, come out and see it. If anybody has any questions, just let me know.
Commissioners? Thank you, Susan. Y'all also do a very great job. We appreciate you. Entertain a motion for approval.
Second.
Got a motion second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. Action item 3, the Treasurer's Monthly Report for July 2025. Brittany.
Good morning.
Good morning.
All right, in your package, you've got your report for month-end July 31st, 2025. There was a month-end balance of cash in the bank and invested funds of $61,413,557.79. The bank reconciliations were balanced, and the auditors and treasurer's books agree. If you have any questions, just let me know.
Entertain a motion for approval.
So moved.
Second.
Got a motion second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. Action item number 4, the Treasury's Monthly Report for August 2025.
All right. Also, you have your report for month-end, August 31st, 2025. We have a month-end balance of cash and invested funds of $56,071,476.56. The thing of note in August is that we created a new fund for the opioid abatement settlement, and the money was moved out of the general fund into its own fund to be tracked easier because there's very specific spending and reporting guidelines for that. So that has been moved under Fund 62. It's going to be on your first page there at the very bottom. So we moved the money from the general fund into that fund, and then we immediately invested it. So it's sitting in one of our investment accounts, also earning interest.
Is there a timeline on when we have to spend that money?
I don't believe so, Aubrey. A timeline, if they
Timeline
have
for
anything that we
that,
have to spend it. Because I believe this is like
Opioid.
3 years.
Okay. Okay.
Mhm.
Just
Yeah, I believe
curious.
that the amount, the 208,000 that we've got in there currently, that is like 3 years worth of settlement deposits that we have gotten.
Okay.
Yes,
All right.
and that's the only thing of note for August.
Okay. Any questions? Entertain a motion for approval.
So moved.
Second.
Got a motion second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. Thank you, Brittany. Action item 5, the Commissioners Court meeting modification date during the holiday season. Commissioners, we've ended up having Tuesday, November 11th is our normal day, and the courthouse is closed that day. It's Veterans Day. So we need to look at a different date, and I know we got Brian, I think your office has some shot clock issues. So earlier, or how much time past it do we have? If we went to Wednesday, we still okay, or if we do we need to do it on Monday? I hate doing it on Monday because some people will take a vacation day and have a 4-day weekend or something, so Wednesday would probably be better if that doesn't hurt y'all.
Wednesday the 12th?
Yes,
That would fit.
that would fit. Okay. Any other comments about it? You got any other suggestions?
I'm good.
We okay on the 12th? All right, so I entertain a motion to approve the moving of our regular court meeting for the second Tuesday to the second Wednesday, which would be November 12th.
At 10?
At 10, at normal time.
So moved.
Second.
Got a motion second, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. Let's be sure and get that on the website, on the front page of it, make it bold or something so people will know. All right, action item number 6, adoption of written procurement policy. We're gonna talk about this in executive session first? Yeah, okay. We'll move this to executive session. Action 7, readoption of Hunt County Investment Zone number 10. You need to brief us on it, Aaron?
Since you gave everybody a copy of the resolution earlier, this is just the readopting of the TERS reinvestment zone there that the BT Signal Ranch is using for the 50 megawatt solar station down there south of Greenville. Just per state statute, if we've got to re-up it so it doesn't expire. Re-upping it then gives us 5 years from now, we can still look at it then and see if we want to, at that point, re-up it for additional terms per the original agreement.
Okay. Any questions? Entertain a motion for approval.
So moved.
Second.
Got a motion second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. Action number 8, court approval of fiscal year 2025 resolution for the Indigent Defense Grant Program. Any questions? Entertain a motion for approval.
So moved?
Second.
Got a motion second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. Action number 9, the fiscal year 2026 tobacco grant from the Texas Department of State Health Services, Texas School Safety Center Tobacco Enforcement Program. Daniel's not here. Buddy, y'all, either one of y'all got any comments on this? No, sir. All right. Commissioners, entertain a motion for approval.
So move.
Second.
Got a motion and second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. Action item number 10, the request to construct electrical power distribution facilities which will cross County Road 2216 under normal stipulations in Precinct 2.
Motion to approve under normal stipulation.
Second?
Got a motion second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. Action item number 11, the request to construct electrical power distribution facilities which will cross County Road 2580 under normal stipulations in Precinct 2.
Motion to approve under normal stipulation.
Second?
Got a motion and a second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. Action item number 12, the request to construct electrical power distribution facilities which will cross 2597 under normal stipulations in Precinct 2.
Motion to approve under normal stipulation.
Second?
Got a motion and a second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. Action item 13, the request to construct electrical power distribution facilities which will cross Coit Road under normal stipulations in Precinct 3.
Motion to approve under normal stipulations.
Second.
Got a motion and a second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. Action item number 14, the request for permission to install 3 poles, 82 feet of overhead conductor, 2 down guys, remove 6 poles, and 1,571 feet of overhead conductor to accommodate the widening of portions of County Road 4309 under normal stipulations.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Got a motion second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. Action item number 15, the request for permission to install 1 pole, 1 foot inside the north right-of-way line of County Road 4615 along the existing pole line under normal stipulations in Precinct 4.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Got a motion second. All in favor say aye.
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 All opposed? Motion carries. Action item number 16, the upgrade of approximately 4,150 feet of County Road 1102 from rock to oil sand in Precinct 1 at county's expense.
Make a motion to approve?
Hasn't to Lee, second.
Was that second?
I second.
Okay. Got a motion and a second. All in favor say aye.
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 All opposed? Motion carries. Action item number 17, the upgrade of approximately 2,640 feet of County Road 1145 from rock to oil sand in Precinct 1 at county's expense.
Make a motion to approve?
Second.
Got a motion and a second. All in favor say aye.
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 All opposed? Motion carries. Action item number 18, the acknowledged completion of public improvements for Fanning Creek Meadows in Precinct 3. Brian?
Motion.
Okay, this is a new subdivision going in down in Precinct 3. We performed several inspections of the road. First one had a couple of comments. He came in and repaired them, and before we could get out and check them out, we had some of the locals on side-by-sides or something come in and do some damage to the road. He had to do a little bit more fixing, but he's got it good. The road meets county standards, and probably next meeting, I will be bringing you bond information for the 2-year warranty bond, so that he can start selling lots on this thing.
Any questions?
Nope.
Entertain a motion for approval.
So moved.
Second.
Got a motion second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. Action item number 19, the amending plat for Ramey Addition in Precinct 4. Brian?
And this is just, this is fixing an issue that they had with the legal description. Nothing else is changing. The lot size is changing just a little bit from the way it is, but other than that, it's just a technicality.
This is one the deed had a different description in the plat, and they changed
right.
the plat to match the deed now.
That's correct.
Correct, okay. Entertain a motion for approval.
So moved.
Second.
Got a motion second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. Action number 20, the final plat of Escobar Estates Phase 2 in Precinct 4.
Okay, this is another subdivision with a new street in it. He's got a couple of issues, had a couple of small things that he has to do to the street before we're ready to accept it. So here in another couple of weeks, I'll be coming back with the acceptance of the public improvements. I would recommend a conditional approval on the final plat until it's inspected and the street's ready to go.
Would it be better just to wait till, I mean, is it gonna?
This way we don't necessarily have to bring the final plat back to court. We can run that through and get the bond through, and then whenever I get the final copy, we can get it signed. This is it.
But we're
it's
not gonna
fairly-
file it until we get that road.
Correct.
Okay.
Correct. Yeah, I won't even bring it to you for signatures until we have the bond
Okay.
in place. So,
Gotcha, okay. That was what I was concerned about. All right, entertain a motion for approval.
So moved.
Second.
Got a motion second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Brian. Is there anything else before the court today? No, I'd move, we go into executive session under item 1, under Government Code 531, 551-071. All right. Thank y'all for being here today.
I understand it's your budget and all that. I just have a hard time.
Well, we got a lot of people on roads where, they've been there a long time. That's getting crazy. For the case of some where they put in subdivisions before, that's the 1145. It's not directly on Gross subdivision. I think it's called Lincoln Estates. It's put in shortly before a new subdivision. Put, 30 homes and a whole bunch more off the side. So, you gotta do something. We can't make what other people do.
The problem I got is my constituents is already paying for it. That's the problem I have. I know everybody disagrees with me on that, but that's just the way I see it. If they split the money up the way that it was came in, then I wouldn't have a problem however anybody spends the money. But when you take money out of one precinct to fund the other ones, then it just makes it hard. And I may just be looking at it. Like I said, that's why I didn't make too big a deal out of it. And Steve don't agree with me, Gary don't. I mean, nobody agrees with me on it, but it's,
I was giving you, a rear portion.
I guess we're going to have to go to the back room.
They'll start again in January. We get like a couple a day.
All right,
So-
let's see if we can get back up.
We're live, Judge.
All right, we're back in regular session at 10:59. Action item number 6, we'll take no action on today. Is there anything else before the court today? Not, entertain a motion to adjourn.
So move.
Second.
Got a motion second, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. We're adjourned at 11 a.m. Thank y'all, everyone.